this passage as a reason for us to not be in war. But then they don't agree with anything else in the Bible, so it's like, well, what does it matter? You know? And someone will say, oh, everybody picks and chooses what they believe in the Bible. Well, we're not supposed to. We're supposed to see it from the whole book to the other, not just one verse out of context, but you need to see it in relation to the rest of the book and also what you know about God from that book. And so Jesus is saying, not necessarily that you shouldn't fight, like defend yourself if you need to, but just don't go around starting fights. If someone yells at you for trying to make them move from the room that you picked for the night that you had scheduled for the night, don't retaliate. Just ignore them and just do what they say so you don't have to start any more fights. You know. Yeah, it happened last night. And I'd overreacted so badly. It's that week, though. So why is it difficult to be kind to others when you have been wrong? Because you want to get back to them. You want to see justice done. I guess it's part of our original nature before the fall of man that God made us want justice and to see wrong corrected. And so, but we have to remember He's in control of all things. So one day He will correct everything that's wrong, and we don't need to do it. We need to protect ourselves, but we don't need to actively annoy people who already annoy us. So, and what positive steps can you take to become a person who follows the teaching recorded? I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I have trouble with this passage because I know it's in the Bible, but I know being a Christian is not the same as being a doormat. I mean, you do have, Jesus wasn't a doormat. He threw a whip at the people in the temple who were changing sheep, so that's not someone who was turning the other cheek. So of course He's God, so He can do that. But I don't really know. The Lord's going to have to teach me, and you're going to have to pray for the Lord to teach you. But just keep reading the passage until God teaches you something. That's what you do with any difficult passage. Alright. And then, of course, love your enemies. If you love only your friends or say hi to only people who are nice to you, what are you doing more than others? You've got to be kind to everybody so that you can be different and so that you can show people that God really is the God of your life. I'm not good at that either. What do you think Jesus meant when He said love your enemies? I mean, He said to love them, actually like them. Go out of your way to do nice things for them, pray for them. That's the only way. God loved us and we were His enemies. He forgave us more than, and I'm going to teach that this Sunday to the kids. It's this lesson of the unforgiving servant. And so, and it talks about the story of Stephen being stoned in Acts 7 and 8. Stephen was stoned for believing in the Lord and sticking up for the Gentiles, basically. Because that was the main thing that they didn't like about Jesus, is that He was kind to the Roman citizens who were taking over their world. I guess today that would be being kind to the Muslim people, or the people who voted for Obama. Like, I see them every day, so, I mean, I'll be nice to them, but I'm not going to agree with what they do, and I certainly am for keeping the Muslims out of this country and not treating them like they're any different because they're Muslims. You know, and there's a Muslim kid at school. He's a cute thing too. He's starting to be one of my favorites. And once I get to know the people, it's easier than if you see them as just one blanket people with a title on them. You know, but I definitely don't think we should have Sharia law in our country. I will fight back if we try to do Sharia. Like, I'm not wearing a burqa in the middle of the summer in Georgia. I'm sorry. And plus, I don't follow that teaching. But when Stephen was being stoned, because people didn't like his Christians, they couldn't find anything against him except that he was stuck up for the Gentiles. Paul was there when he was still Saul, and Stephen prayed that their sin would not be held against them. And later on, Paul came to know Jesus and became one of the greatest writers of this New Testament, almost second to Jesus even. Jesus, of course, is greater, but Paul is pretty great in the Christians, in Christendom. So, And so, and I think that's all I'm going to do for today. But I am going to do another lesson. I'll do the kids' lesson that I did last week. So, for now.